Well, good evening one and all on what is a grey, cloudy night and on which the weather actually may be set to get worse. There is rain in the forecast. Quite how heavy that rain turns out to be, we will see, but that is bound to have an impact of some sort on the dynamic of the football match. Conditions could be a factor. For now, the game, and an important one, is imminent. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. You've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, it'll be interesting to see what Matthias Cunha will be scheming up here. He's a lovely link-up man who can take on all sorts of creative roles. His ball carrying, dribbling skills, top draw. I think he'd be the first to admit that his finishing needs a little work, but he's a big player in this team.
Not quite, no argument from me on that one. Away. Casemiro. Diogo Dalot. Diogo Dalot. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Petrovic claims it. Safe hands. Could move up a gear here. Ooh, delicate chip through. Cleared without complication. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. They're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. That is a little undercooked. He's in a great position here. Well read. The danger is averted. They get a throw in. And it's Dalot. Adams did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Oh, what a climb! It's in! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
He's in plenty of space here. Diogo Dalot. Bruno Fernandes. Now this could be a chance. Diogo Dalot finds himself offside. Physical challenge. Trafford. Semenyo. And it's Adley. He's cut it out. Diallo running with the ball. Now it's Mathias Cunha. Semenyo. Eva Nielsen. Now it's Kluivert. Eva Nielsen! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Diogo Dalot. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. That's out for a goal kick. Adley. Trafford. Adams. Scott. Senesi. Adams. Scott. Senesi. Smith. Senesi. Adams. And it's Kluivert. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And that's been won straight back. Bruno Fernandes producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Nicely intercepted. Trafford. Adams. Semenyo. And here's Eva Nielsen. Kluivert! He's missed, but not by that far.
I think his face smacks of disbelief as opposed to disappointment. He thought he was about to score.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Mathias Cunha. Scott. Adams. Manchester United time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Heaven has given away a free kick. Time, excellent interception. Trafford. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's under shots! Yes, it's there! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing.
Yeah, Peter, I think you've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
That has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, it seems to me they'll both be pushing for another now. Could be a critical phase.
Scott.
Adley.
Mount. That has been cut short. And the first half is done, so it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. No changes at the interval from either side. Out towards the flank.
Evan Nielsen really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And it's Smith. Hit into the middle. Heaven is there, and he can get that clear. Diallo was steaming forward. Matches Cunha. Mount. Mount! That was superb goalkeeping.
Mount clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Defending of the desperate variety. And here's Mount. Diallo could try cutting inside. Gets his head on it! Adams.
Adley.
Semenyo. Semenyo. Adams looking to get on the end of this. Takes a shot! That's caused a worry or two.
Evan Nielsen certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Manchester United are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Senesi. Adley. Semenyo! Oh, it's come in, he goes again! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Semenyo! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Mount has it out wide and in space. He's had a shot! Goal! Manchester United! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
There's going to be another change here. lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
And here's Evan Nielsen, played out to the right. So much time and space here. Kluivert.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Smith is making a foray down the right. Bruno Fernandes. Yoro. Azraoui. Casemiro forwards and with intent. Semenyo. And here's Evan Nielsen. Adams. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And it's Dallo. It's a super give and go. Adams with a fine tackle. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Bruno Fernandes. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Manchester United surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
That's offside. Yes, it is. Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And it's Adley. Now it's Matthias Cunha, spread out to the left. He is through here. Matthias Cunha. That's an excellent interception.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be...
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Matthias Cunha. Diogo Dallo, delicate ball, and it needs to be. Manchester United close now to seeing this one through to the end. Final seconds, this has... Evan Nielsen! Azraoui. Sports official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Casemiro. Tavernier. So what can they make of this? Evan Nielsen does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Maguire clears it away. And that is that. Manchester United have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, I guess it's a result that's best described, Peter, as routine. A good balance of organisation, discipline and endeavour, and a result from which everyone came out looking good.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.